Hello, welcome back to Zekeism. So, one of the reasons I started a YouTube channel in general, or channels if you care to look, one of the reasons I started the YouTube channel was that I was a bit tired, a bit deflated, a bit depressed by so much news being given as opinions and opinions being given as news and sort of taking it as factual, essentially rumours or leaks or anything like that of that nature being reported as news and then opinions over the top of it on, fair to say, sort of, mainstream media. And so, like many other people, you sort of look to YouTube for what people, ironically, what people think. And you almost get more of a truthful news reporting from people's opinions on YouTube than you ever did from sort of people should be in the know, either TV presenters or journalists, so-called. And so this story about David Harbour has popped up today, and I've sort of just got to pause for thought because, look, over the last week or so, we've been inundated with things about David Harbour, predominantly, as you can see on screen now, about his breakup with Lily Allen. Lily Allen being a Brit, so fully across who Lily Allen is. Essentially, she is. Well, she obviously they've broken up. They've divorced and they're split. And allegedly, as a result of her new album, it's due to accusations of infidelity, the fact he had sex addiction or something, and all these other like spurious things that are really not important whatsoever, and very much in the camp of celebrity tittle tattle and not important stuff. However, Lily Allen's sort of been on the tear over the last 2-3 weeks, basically character assassinating him, maybe for good reason, maybe not, it doesn't matter. It's very akin to sort of Taylor Swift character assassinations that she does. So look, Lily Allen's always been sort of very honest in her lyrics about this way, and I actually am a little bit of a fan of Lily Allen. I think she makes some good music. But I think with this album, and again, I'm trying not to take sides, and I'm trying to be, as my original point was, my channel was supposed to be objective. Now, obviously, I've delved into giving my opinions about whether I'm excited for things and whether I'm not so excited for things, but it's interesting. This one's really interesting because obviously Lily Allen has gone on and written an album, and she can only speak from personal experience, which she has done. And she's wrote an album, seemingly a revenge album or an anti sort of David Harbour album, let's be honest. As the article here said, I mean, Vanity Fair I've got on screen, which has done an interview with Lily Allen or sort of reviewing her album, and they've gone into it and sort of delving into her lyrics and stuff. But here's what jumped out at me here. The quote, which is, "I made this record in December 2024 and it was a way for me to process what was happening in my life," she told British Vogue. Although she hastens to add, "These are things that are on the record that I experienced within my marriage, but that is not to say that it's all gospel." Pause. It's interesting that she says that there because I know she's angry, clearly, if you've seen any of the lyrics that she has in the songs. I haven't listened to any of the music, by the way, so I'm just going off of the written down lyrics. The fact that she says, and she said a few times, not everything in the album that I've written down is actually what happened between myself and David Harbour, but there's some artistic license and embellishment of the truth in it for artistic license, like I said. So then you get into the point of all these headlines about everything in this album being what David Harbour did to her or what she went through, being very spurious then, and she doesn't ever on the record clarify what's true and what's not, what he did and what he didn't. No, it's just all David Harbour's a monster and here's why. Which is, let's be honest, unfair a little bit. And again, I'm not trying to be a David Harbour apologist because I don't know. Maybe he did do a lot of these wrong things to her. And then we get on to the other thing, which is if you Google David Harbour's name today, you will see a lot of news reports around Millie Bobby Brown. Now, obviously very serious accusations here, which was obviously ignoring the Lily Allen stuff for a minute, but Millie Bobby Brown reportedly accuses David Harbour of harassment, or has done. Before the filming of season 5, allegedly, Millie Bobby Brown put in a bullying and harassment complaint against David Harbour. So says a source from Netflix, and I'll prove it. David Harbour has faced shocking claims that he bullied and harassed his Stranger Things co-star Millie Bobby Brown, essentially his adopted daughter, on the show. Harbour stars as ex-police chief Jim Hopper, who adopts Brown's character Eleven in the show, which is about to air its 5th and final season. He is said to have faced an internal inquiry after the British actor allegedly complained about his behaviour towards her, according to a report by the Mail on Sunday. While the outcome of the investigation is not known, the outlet claims the allegations, which come from a source on the Netflix hit show. And that's sort of the news report, by the way. That's sort of everywhere you look. That is it in a nutshell. I mean, they haven't really extrapolated it out as some have, but I mean, look, they put Lily Allen and David Harbour on screen as a link, but I mean, this goes to, there is clearly the knives are out for David Harbour in the media at the moment. I don't know for why. I don't know what the reason is. I can say, look, I'm a fan of David Harbour as a performer. I don't know him personally, of course, so I'm not going to be able to sort of give a character defence in that regard, but it is curious that we're now seeing the floodgates are open sort of thing, because look, Millie Bobby Brown hasn't confirmed this, David Harbour hasn't confirmed this, and neither have Netflix. Netflix probably won't confirm this. Apparently they don't release information regarding any investigations they do. They're not prescribed to, and they probably won't. So this is just a rumour at worst. And if true, we don't know the result of that investigation. It might have been a negative, but the fact is someone has leaked the story to the media that David Harbour was investigated for bullying and harassment claims against Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown hasn't confirmed this either, and like I said, neither has David Harbour. So it's the knives are out for David Harbour, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And it's curious because they're about to start promoting, I would assume, Stranger Things Season 5. I would bet your bottom dollar we're not going to see Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour, if this is true, do a promotional interview together. Because guess what? Guess what they're going to ask first question. So look, I'm not trying to undermine or sort of water down any of the accusations. I don't know if it's true or not. All I can say is this feels like some sort of coordinated effort to destroy the character of David Harbour. He has just finished filming his scenes in Avengers Doomsday, which comes out next year. So he, then it's all systems go. I would think you're going to see David Harbour go underground, probably, for a good period of time after this. I wonder if even after this he would even be a part of the promotional tour for Stranger Things. But here's the thing, as harsh as that sounds, and it is harsh, as we speak, he hasn't done anything illegal and he hasn't done anything wrong. We're talking about an accusation made potentially, and it is only potentially. This isn't fact, this isn't gospel, this is a rumor. But it's a rumor that's unsubstantiated by any of the parties involved, and maybe they can't for illegal reasons, granted, but at the same time, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with, again, a little bit of celebrity tittle tattle that's been leaked to the media by somebody's leaked it to the media, and somebody would have leaked it to the media for an agenda. There is a reason behind why this has been leaked to the media, just off the back of potentially, season 5, as you get starting to ramp up the promotional stuff. We're going to see lots of, what do they do? The Lad Bible sort of eating challenges and the sort of, BuzzFeed puppy quizzes and all that sort of stuff is going to start. And whatever's left of the late night shows in America, you'll see them pop up on that. I'm going to guess David Harbour's not going to be one of them, but maybe he will. I don't know. And it would be harsh if he isn't, because again, this is just rumours. So again, I've gone around the houses a little bit, but my frustration with sort of media at large, modern day, is sort of encapsulated in this story where it's just a rumour is out there and it's become fact. I mean, there's been so many over the years that are rumours that have leaked to the press that have become fact in people's minds, rather than sort of having confirmation or doing due diligence sort of to say, like, well, maybe that's not true, maybe that is, and then just move on with your lives. No, this news story will be online now. As a result, David Harbour will have these two words associated with his name because of allegedly a leak. May have happened, may not have happened. We probably won't even find out whether it's true, and it will just be there in the ether, just around his name. and that's just the result of modern day media. There you go. Bit of a depressing note to end on, but I just thought it was a little mini rant for myself, so apologies for that. I don't tend to do this on this channel. I try not to anyway. But yeah, I just think we've all got to be better at being objective, being balanced, and being sort of self-critical to go, well, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. You know, it's not confirmed or reported, and until it's confirmed by any of the parties involved or a legal mind and body, we shouldn't really be taking anything rumor based as fact. It really shouldn't, and that's sort of my frustration with the world at large at the moment. But anyway, that's my rant over. Apologies. I genuinely am sorry for having a rant, but I just thought, you know what, rather than just defend David Harbour, let's just go like, a lot of this may not be true, by the way. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please leave a like and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.